We still on track?
Yeah, according to the Jackal GPS information, our target is heading north on Lumber Mill Road.
Heading for the Canadian border.
Okay. The car is registered to one Arnold Zank, who, bears a resemblance, admittedly a strong resemblance, to the taller of the two men we saw in the bank video footage. But, and yes, he may have been part of the threat perpetrated on stalwart Elizabeth. But Stone Cold, we don't have a positive ID. We can't be for absolute sure that this is the guy.
We will be once I catch up to them and make them talk about what they did and who hired them.
I'm expecting you. Well, I came by to talk to you about what happened in the park. Wanted to see if you remembered anything about the men who threatened me.
Funny you mentioned it. Sam already remembered something.
Really?
She told me that one of the men mentioned using you against Jason. Does that jog your memory any?
Possibly. Is that why you're here? Why don't you let me? When I realized you were a target, it occurred to me that I might be one too. After all, Jason and I were living together for 3 years. So I hired Lucky as my bodyguard. Oh, no, I don't have the time or the stomach for you right now.
Following up on Elizabeth's attack.
What, are you looking for a mobile to carry away to a mountain so you can go after Jason again?
Like that would bother you?
I told the cops everything I know. So, once again, as always, Rick wastes a trip.
It's all right. Humor me. Did either of those men in the park happen to mention a guy by the name of Tony or Anthony?
Tony or Anthony, what, Soprano?
Yeah, close. Zucara.
Zucara, the New York City crime guy.
Right. Well, there's some rumor that he might be trying to set up shop here in Port Charles, and if he does, he's got to push Sonny out. It only makes sense that he'd put the heat on Jason.
You know what? Now that you mention it, yes, I did hear one of those creeps mention a Tony or something. So you're right. That's probably who they're working for.
Park in front of the motel, registered room 25 under A Zank.
There's still time. There's still time to avoid a potentially lethal confrontation, okay? Just call the cops. Okay? I mean, let them handle it. They're going to be called in anyway if these guys are found in any sort of less than living state, and they're most definitely going to shine their beacon of justice on you.
I'm going to make sure that you're not involved.
Look, it's not... I'm not looking out for my own skin. You barely escaped permanent incarceration or worse. A recurrence is not something that I... Brave Elizabeth or the wee one would want to see happen.
Elizabeth and Jake are no longer part of my life. But I have to make sure they're safe to walk through the park if they want to walk through the park. It's just the way it is.
Sam has... You want one?
Not yet. Man, I got a bad feeling about this. We should have just filled with the tank with gas. Just kept driving until we hit the border.
Just relax, okay? We pulled the job in the park, we scored our cash, we got out of Dodge. By the time this Jason Morgan figures anything out...
You know why I'm here? You better start talking right now.
Do anything!
Why did you threaten Elizabeth Spencer?
I don't know any Elizabeth.
Wrong answer.
Hey.
I know it's late. I probably should have just waited until tomorrow.
No, it's all right. What's wrong?
Lucky, I've been rethinking this whole arrangement. After Elizabeth was here and seeing the tension between the two of you and the way she just walked out, I don't know. I think you guys have enough to work on, and I don't want to make things any harder for you. Maybe we should just forget this whole bodyguard thing.
Absolutely not. I'm not playing into Elizabeth's emotional blackmail.
I know, but look, you are hurt and you're angry, and I just don't think that's a good place to be when you have important decisions to make. Come on, Lucky, you know this was a bad idea. I don't know, maybe you should just go.
Is that really what you want?
No.
Good.
Who paid you to threaten Elizabeth?
I told you, we never threatened nobody.
Maybe if I blow your teeth out, your partner's gonna start talking to me.
You still call, don't.
Get the car. Right now, I'm gonna finish this.
Okay, hold your fire. I'll tell you what happened. We were never gonna hurt that woman or her kids. All she wanted us to do was scare them.
Who?
We were supposed to wait until this Elizabeth showed and put the fear of God in her and set it up so that she could come to the rescue and be the big hero.
Who are you talking about?
Her name
Who
is...
hired you?
Her name is Sam. Sam McCall.